I'm gonna go work out. I'm sorry I look like this. But I am listening to a podcast right now. It's called the Almost Famous Podcast. It's about the Bachelorette. Because the girl's addicted to reality shows. And they're talking about this new season with Hannah G and all of her, her boy toys. And basically, I can relate so hard to what they're saying, and we need to talk about it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're having a little Bachelor boy rant. If any of you are watching The Bachelor right now, you will know that there is one very controversial, I can't even say controversial, because nobody even really likes him on the show, but his name is Luke P. He causes friction a lot with all of the guys. He's been very assertive with Hannah, knowing that that's who he wants and he doesn't care how he gets her. But in the way of doing that, he kind of manipulates all the situations, and anything other guys tell Hannah, he makes it seem like he's the good guy ending up on top. There's just like a lot of friction between him and every single other person on the show. But Hannah has kept him around every single episode. I think we're like 5 or 6 episodes in, so that's a lot of weeks to keep someone who is considered a villain around. And usually they're booted off by like week 4. They keep them around for that long and then they kick them to the curb, you know what I mean. I don't know. I just want to put my 2 cents in because I watch this show every single week, and then I text about it with my best friends. And week after week, I get my sister sitting there like, she is so mad that Hannah's kept Luke P, and all my friends are dissing on him and all this stuff. And I can sit there and I'm just like, this is so awkward because I have dated a Luke P and I know exactly what Hannah is going through right now, and I know exactly why she's keeping him and why she hasn't kicked him to the curb by now. And I also feel really bad for Luke P. Like, okay, I'm just gonna, what made me think of this? Like I was saying, I was listening to the podcast, the Almost Famous podcast. It has Ashley Iaconetti and Ben Higgins. They talk about all the recaps of these seasons. And Ben said something about Luke P that put everything I was feeling into words. But basically, they were talking about the whole Luke P situation and why they think Luke P feels so justified in doing everything that he's doing, and why Hannah's kept him around for so long. And Ben says a quote, it was something like, I don't even think Luke knows what he's doing, and he thinks he's right when he is explaining to Hannah what he's talking about. And it is so true. It's really hard because you feel all these certain types of way about how they're making you feel and how they're treating you, and you want to believe every word that's coming out of their mouths because they truly believe it. You can tell in his interview bites, he's sitting there explaining his actions to the producers, and his stare is like, I don't know why they hate me. Like, I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm here for Hannah. And he is so serious. He has such an intensity in his eyes that it's almost scary. He's not lying. He's telling the truth. He believes everything that he's saying, which makes it so hard for Hannah because she's hearing every single guy in the house tell her how he is so rude and manipulative and he treats them all badly and he's treating her badly. But here she is getting told the exact opposite by this guy that she has really strong feelings for. And he's not lying to her. He's telling her his version of the truth, which he truly believes. So of course, it's hard. And when someone comes at you with that much intensity, he came straight off the bat. Like, you can say what you want about him, but he was there for her, whether he knows it or not. Like, he's not ready for a relationship. It's very clear that he has a lot of self-evaluation to do. He is not very self-aware, and he needs to know how to treat other people before he can actually be in a relationship, in a partnership with someone. But besides the point, he's not there for her. He's there to be in a relationship with her. And he has been very clear the entire time. He has probably put in the most effort out of all of them to make her feel special, to pull her aside, to do all this stuff. And of course she feels some type of way about it. Like, come on, she's a human being with feelings. If someone made you feel that special and treated you like that and said the things that he's saying to her, whether it's manipulative or not, she doesn't know it. Oh, it breaks my heart watching this season for her, because she said when it was the rose ceremony and she was sending people home and everybody wanted her to choose between the two Lukes, and they wanted her to choose the other Luke, which he was also very immature. I'm glad he went home. I wanted both of them to go home, but you knew Luke P wasn't going home. And she said, my head knows that I should send Luke P home. I know it's not right, but my heart wants him to stay. And every girl can freaking relate to this, okay? Or guys, if you've ever been in an emotionally manipulative relationship, you know in your head that what is going on is not right and that you're not being treated correctly, and you know you should not be in that situation. But when your heart is not ready to let go of something, you're not going to let go of it, no matter how many other people are telling you to get out, okay? And so I feel so hard for this girl, and everybody's given her so much crap for keeping someone like that. And I just want to put it out there that I'm like, it's not her fault. She's going to learn eventually. And I also have sympathy for Luke P. I would just like to start off by saying people like Luke P, which I feel like everybody has known a Luke P in their life, whether you knew it or not. Most girls have dated a Luke P. I'm not the only girl who's dated a Luke P. I'm just going to put that out there. But you have dated someone who probably emotionally manipulated situations, but when it comes down to it, they have no clue that they're doing it. They're not self-aware enough yet. And that's okay. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not a crime to not know yourself truly yet. Yeah, he's definitely not going about things the right way. But I feel like when he watches back on the show, it's going to teach him a lot about himself, and it's honestly going to be a really good learning lesson for him. I'm coming from experience because like I'm saying, I dated a Luke P, and I know what it's like to watch someone who treated other people like this self-reflect and actually see how their actions were affecting people and slowly change over time and become a lot better of a person to deal with. Because I'm not saying he's not a bad person. He's just someone who is not ready to be in a relationship. He has to work on himself a lot more. And once he does, I'm sure he'll be a great husband, boyfriend, whatever. But I feel so bad for both parties, because you can tell they both have strong feelings for each other. And it's not meant to work out for either of the two. And I know what that's like. So I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. And because also, people don't think about what they say about people who are on reality shows, because those people are just people. They're in a heightened situation where emotions go crazy because they are locked up in confinement all the time. They can't vent to their loved ones, their family members. They can't have seconds of alone time. They can't even have a phone. And so they are just always in that heightened sense of, this is the most important thing of my life, and this is it's all consuming, you know? And so when people just make everyone out to be these horrible, evil villains just because they have heightened emotions, it's just really sad to me. I just want to put my 2 cents out there and talk about it. Let me know what you guys think. If you watch The Bachelor, please talk to me about it, because I love it and not enough people watch it. So, yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.